Chris, your first experience of Forest against Derby, what did you make of it?
Well, good and bad. Wasn't too happy with the first half performance. I thought we needed to be better on the ball. Movement needed to be better against a team that certainly with the formation that they played, were happy to defend in a really good shape and have got really good quality off that. Got some real good ball players that if you give them space and time that they can play. But when you're up against a team that are going to play that way, the obligation is on us to perform better. And in the first half period we didn't. Certainly better in the second half period, and I don't think that's just down to the fact that we conceded a goal and we had to push for it. I just think that we showed more desire in that second half to get on the ball, braver to get on the ball, and there's some of the characteristics that we've got to show more in that first half period.
You did change it at half time. You made the early change with bringing Anthony Knocker on and changing the shape therefore as well. Did that help you as well once you changed the shape?
Yes, I think we were able to get into them spaces a little bit more, but I think it was more because I felt that we would push harder in the second half period, and I think when you are a team like Derby that have had a difficult time, you're 1-0 up. The decisions are, do you look to get that second one, or do you protect a little bit? So I felt that we would get more of the ball, particularly in the wide areas, and I thought Anthony had a good impact on that second half.
Yeah, he's not a bad player, him, is he?
Well, he's somebody that I know very well. He's, as you can see, he's got bundles of energy and enthusiasm, and sometimes it's about calming him down a little bit. But that we didn't create open and clear chances, but certainly we had more of the ball in their half than what we did in the second half, and certainly we put ourselves in a position to create far more chances.
When you did bring him on, you obviously removed the striker from the game. Lyle Taylor, having been left on the pitch because you went to grab him to lead the game, Lyle Taylor gets his goal. How pleased are you for him?
And I'm delighted for him, and with Lyle we wasn't sure. He hasn't played certainly a lot of 90 minutes, and of course certainly hasn't played the amount of games over a long period, since probably for the last 6 months. So we wasn't sure whether he would be able to go the 90 minutes. So really pleased for him. Surprised me a little bit, and that's good news. I think good news going forward. And if you're a number 9, what you want to do is you want to score goals, and particularly in this game.
Especially when it's your first one for your club as well. You don't want that hanging over you for a long time, do you?
Well, first one for your club, and also the nature of what this game was. A big derby game, and what it has done is it's got us back in the game and allowed us to push on and try and get that second one, which unfortunately we wasn't able to get.
Lewis Grabban okay? It was an injury.
No, he actually just felt his hip, I must admit, and he was a little bit sore. Could we have taken a risk with it? Possibly, but I don't think he would have lasted too long in that second half. So I think it was the right decision, and I think also that gave us a little bit more space off the front. I made a decision to go with two up front, because of the system that they play, and for that to work, you've got to get good quality into a front two and good movement. And sometimes that's hard when you're up against a defensive structure that's quite tight. And we didn't benefit from it in that first half period. So possibly the change gave us a little bit more of the ball, and allowed us to sort of recycle it a little bit more and get the ball into wide areas, which certainly was the case.
So you look back on your first week as Forest manager, 3 games, 5 points out of 9, undefeated. How satisfied or otherwise are you with that from the first 3 games?
Satisfied with the fact that we haven't lost in these 3 games. Really disappointed midweek because of the amount of chances that we had, and disappointed in the first half performance. Where we it wasn't as good as what we should have been. It certainly wasn't as good as what we showed in the second half. So So I think after this first week, this first 3 games, I'm learning more about the individuals that we've got. We brought in a lot of players in the summer, and it's about them gelling together. And I say I'm learning more about them every game.